Hello, welcome to our comprehensive presentation. I am Ashani, and this presentation covers the case study of how Woolworths Group successfully used social media tools to improve how people cooperate and market their businesses and be productive. So, this study shows how digital tools are affecting both operations and work management in the retail sector of Australia. Then moving to the next slide, this is the short introduction about Woolworths Group. Here, Woolworths established in 1924 and is headquartered in Bella Vista, New South Wales. It is one of the biggest retail firms in the country with branches offering supermarkets and liquor store, general merchandise and financial services. So the brands recognized by Woolworths are Woolworths Supermarkets, Big W, BWS and Dan Murphy's. The company with more than 200,000 staff in Australia and New Zealand is a leading contributor to the region's economy. Many people buy products at Walmart both in stores and on companies expanding online platforms every week. Because of strong customer service, new product ideas, and efficient operations, the company manages to remain ahead in a tough retail market. Let's move to the slide. The digital imperative. So here it says nowadays the way businesses handle both sales and tasks is greatly influenced by social media. As far as Woolworths is concerned, the use of Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn goes beyond marketing and becomes part of their main strategy. So they make it possible for customers to talk with the brand as soon as possible, increase brand recognition, and promote targeted interactions. Within businesses, tools based on social media, including Microsoft Teams and Yammer, have greatly improved how workers share information and cooperate. As a result of this switch, Woolworths can act quicker to market updates, make operations simpler, and remain in touch with everyone involved. If you don't embrace social media, you fall behind your rivals because it's so important for leading in the industry. So the next part will be discussed by our group members. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's talk about the challenges faced by the Woolworths. These certain challenges prevented Woolworths from keeping up with the competitors in the digital retail field before deciding on a social media strategy. In the beginning, customer engagement suffered from inconsistency and because they lack real-time and personalized methods, the company struggled to communicate with today's tech-savvy consumers. The problem was made worse by the fact that the brand messages were inconsistent from one platform to another. Because each department ran their channels on their own, the messaging became disjointed and confused customers. When it came to teamwork within the company, each department acted independently of the others. Slow decision making and absent knowledge sharing were mainly due to reliance on email and memos as primary communication methods. Because Woolworth had too many workers spread out, this caused extra difficulty. Human resource also brought a bit challenge for the company. Woolworth found it difficult to bring and keep the best employees, mainly because its recruitment process was not current and engagement with staff was not strong. Since their employer brand wasn't strong on social networks, staff motivation was weaker. Still, after gathering so much data, there was no real use for it at Woolworths because the company uh, did not have the right tools for analyzing social media and customer information. It left many campaign, trend, and service opportunities undertaken. Um, it was necessary for Woolworths to meet these problems to stay competitive and move towards being more digitally connected company. Okay, let's talk about why change was needed. Through internal checks and benchmarking, we found weakness in Woolworths communication, branding, and how it responds to customers online. Since both customers and competition were becoming digital, Woolworths acknowledged that incorporating social media would keep them ahead in the race. Okay, then we're going to talk about choosing the right tools. Part of the review covered Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the internal tools, Microsoft Teams and Yammer. Both IT, HR, and marketing were part of the choice, enabling the tools to grow and match CRM and workforce systems. Making these steps important help align everyone with the strategy and made users more willing to use the platform.
Testing and feedback. These are the main 3 points we discuss in this slide. I will describe furthermore. Pilot test in some stores and sections showed Woolworths how social media influenced their brand. At this pace, improvement we made and shareholders we included. Getting departments to work together encouraged everyone to feel responsible, made it less likely that employees would resist and raised their chances of success. In this slide, I mainly plan to discuss main 3 points. Firstly, companies launched initiatives on external services so customers could engage more and they build tools that help staff share information with the company. Getting informed and learning new skills was necessary for our families. Working in press kept interruptions low and made it easier for everyone to get to new work and communication styles. In this slide, we discuss about the system integration and culture shift. Sharing data securely and effectively with CRM and HR was made possible by their integration. They made sure to address employee concerns, always update workers and emphasize openness. Those in charge help steer to way organization move to digital first practices.
Hi, I am Madhusankar. I am discussing slide number from the 10. Once the changes were implemented, Woolworths used customer involvement, opinion posted on social media, whether employees joined the effort, and time spent on tasks to measure their success. The first data showed that people were joining the forum more, felt better, were helped more quickly, and interacted smoother within the workplace. Even though the users didn't want to adapt and there were technical issues, Woolworths handled all the problems through regular training and assistance. In essence, the project succeeded in certainty connected social media area that help improve the business on both the inside and the outsides. So that was the mainly results of the initiative. Now I'm going to discuss about the conclusion. Before using social media, Woolworth wasn't sure how to reach customers, spread their brand name, often communicate internally, or use data well. As a result, Woolworths could not stay ahead on as online shopping became more popular. Using a strategic approach, Woolworth realized that engaging with customer, bringing its marketing team together, and improving teamwork were achievable with social media. The company selected platform, invited important employees to take part in tested the result during a pilot to make sure that solution fit the business goals. These issues were resolved when we introduced social media marketing to the externally and then added tools for the team collaboration. Changes in the organization was made smooth by using systems and following sound change management practices. Therefore, more people visited Woolworths reactions were quicker, staff relationships got better and work operations became more efficient. Woolworths focus on these first targets prompted it to become a leader when making digital business improvements. It demonstrates how powerful social media can be when it's the main method a business uses. That's the conclusion. I'm going to discuss now about strategic recommendations. Woolworths has to implement these 5 key recommendations to maintain their edge with social media. First, the company needs to use artificial intelligence and advanced analytics to learn about how its customers act and react, create individualized marketing, and increase how quickly it responds. Using social media with departments like supply chain and customer service will make workflow smoother and increase the quality of decision making. Employees should be engaged further through routine training and with incentives that encourage them to work together and enhance their ideas. Making sure there is a specific social media governance team means brand will always be recognized, laws will followed, and crisis situations are handled smoothly. Additionally, Woolworths should explore TikTok and LinkedIn and start using augment reality to better communicate with the young people and boost their marketing. The decision made will give Woolworths an advantage in the digital retail market. So those are the mainly strategic recommendations. So finally, these are the references we have used. You can see the references we have used from top to bottom. So this is the end of our presentation. Thank you very much for listening our presentation.